Ooh, Surge has fallen on hard times too. Vermilion. Wait, can we still go in here? Old Vermilion Gym. Hey, kid. Don't you have anything better to do than to come here looking for an old geezer like me? Actually, you see, I know exactly why you're here. You want my badge, don't you? Since my retirement, I've seen only a few kids willing enough to come this far. Even though I've decided to give up on everything, I've never left my occupation in the Eldwy region, unlike I did here in Kanto a long time ago. Not for some reason, but I didn't want to leave vacancies, that's all. The determination I used to have by now is burned out and just made me an old man living in his memories. My appearance as well as my being here tell the whole story. Look at me. Look at how inexorable passage of time has made me. If it were up to me, I'd hand you over the badge like lightning, but procedures impose me to challenge you. It's not like I want to, but get a move on and battle me. It's up to you to decide whether or not to take off all your strength.
Shit, it's Lieutenant Surge!
Bling Grudge. Pelipper is not a good choice for this first one. I'm thinking. Shut up, alarm. I'm in a really bad spot here. I was not expecting the rock slide. Was not expecting that. So he's water type now, so let's send an Electaburst. Hopefully we're faster and we don't get hit by that. It's raining, so Thunder will smack him. An Aggron. He's part rock, which is problematic, but hopefully the flamethrower will still do acceptable damage. Damn, he slaps. Lieutenant Sarge isn't playing around. Hopefully he doesn't have a ground type move. He probably does. Yeah, of course he does. Dude's set up for victory. God damn, he's good. We're running out of options here. I don't like it. Quick Claw coming in clutch. Magnezone. See, this is problematic. I don't know if I can do anything to it. One thing we can do is we can curse it. As long as I don't die here, I shouldn't. Did friggin' hurt though. Did I just kill myself? I did. And he has a steel type move, which is scary for Glaceon. We're just gonna sacrifice Glaceon to bring Dudeski back to life. Damn, okay. Electaburst, we need you. This thing may actually be faster than Electaburst, I don't know though. The Curse doing some wonderful damage there. This rain has got to go. It's dampening my fire-type moves, I think. Alright, that worked out good. Is he still gonna have his Raichu? He has 2 Pokemon, so the last one's probably Raichu. This one I should be able just to smack right quick. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm actually gonna... No, I'm faster. I can take him out, and then I'll heal during the Raichu. Oh, fuck. No, I'll resist. Right? Yeah, okay. Whew. Scary. The fuck is that? It's not a fucking Raichu. What the shit? I'm gonna resist the crap right out of that. Ooh, what? There's no way he got the paralysis. Get out. Flamethrower. Okay, well he obviously can't do any damage to me. I was hoping he was Steel-type. He looked awfully Steel-type. Oh, he survived. Not anymore. That's what you get for giving me paralysis. Gym Leader Surge. Well, I don't care how much effort you put in. Here's your payoff for taking the trouble to come this far. The honor badge. Is that how his badge looked like in... I like how it's rusty. Is that how his badge looked in like, the original games? It totally is. I love the fact they did this for the final gym leader. That rusted piece of junk is the old badge from my longtime gym here in Kanto. I renamed it Honor Badge to remind me of the value of those memories. Ugh, why am I getting so lost in chatter with a pint-sized brat like you? You got what you wanted. Get out of my face now. Go away. What? My arm, you say? You're such a nosy tyke. If you really have nothing else to do, I'll tell you what led to me to end like this. Years ago, I served within Team Rocket. I had legions of grunts under my command, and everyone knew me as a terrible Lieutenant Sarge. I was fighting for a man whom I held in very high esteem, Giovanni. It was a dream until a brat about your age screwed everything up. The boss had to dissolve the organization he set up, and I found myself alone again, as during war, when all my comrades got killed. However, the spirits of the warrior was still burning within me. Therefore, I decided to join the army of a distant region that was recruiting soldiers to engage in a conflict against its neighbors. It had to be a blitzkrieg, but instead it lasted longer than those who caused it ever expected. Food stocks started running very low, and we had to split them between us comrades, with whom started to develop a fraternal bond. But war never changes, that's true. One of the comrades fell into a trap of enemies, and I tried everything using a shocking attack move. That's the same that, way back then, saved my skin more than once. But that time it failed. My enemies were ground-type Pokemon. After neutralizing my attacks, they replied using rock-type moves and devastated us. We had no chance. Myself, I got away with just an arm. But my brother-in-arms, Raichu, was unrecognizable. My comrades had been trying so hard to save was gone straight through. Then I blacked out due to massive blood loss. However, someone rescued us, took care of me and my Pokemon, and cursed me with this new robot arm. After several days, I woke up from my coma and went on a rampage. I'd rather die on the battlefield than carry the heavy burden of failure on my shoulders. Then a man, probably the boss of all those glasses down there, stood in front of me. He proposed me a major role within the organization he was setting up. Called it the Phoenix Rose from the ashes of Team Rocket. I refused, obviously. Team Rocket was done and gone without Giovanni. But I couldn't tolerate what they had done to me, so I decided to run away with my Pokemon. But my Raichu was everything. Or it was anything but the one I remembered. They told me its condition was so critical that they had to insert within its body mechanical parts to bring it back to life. Those eggheads were calling it an artificial specimen 0. All I knew is that I couldn't forsake a fellow, so I took it with me and ran off that laboratory. After that happened, I had nothing left in this world, nothing but a gym now consumed by time. It remained deserted since I left my position of Vermilion City's gym leader. To get involved full-time in the same role in my homeland, Eldwy, I decided to come back here, and since then this old shack has basically been my home. Brings me back the memory of the glorious past I could never forget. What a sad story, huh? Sat there listening to me ramble the whole time. You must be a good-hearted kid. And what about you? What makes you keep on your journey? I see. You are looking for your father who disappeared years ago. I wish you the best of luck finding him. By the way, I want you to take this. It's old now, but it should still work. Probably Thunderbolt? That's a TM. You still use those, don't you? Contains Volt Switch, a move I often use to zap all my enemies during war. Consider it my gift to you, young blade. Succumbing to sentimentalism, I really sank over. If the old me heard this, he'd have a roaring laugh. Hey you, listen up. What was the organization that kidnapped your father again? Team Dimension, huh? Sometimes fate deals some people a rotten hand, you see. It was Team Dimension that made me like this. I happen to remember exactly where its hideout is. How could I forget it after all? You want me to tell you, don't you? Well, you may not be very smart to think you can break into an enemy outpost, or you got guts of steel, kid. If you're willing to complete your mission so bad, I'm gonna tell you. In my hometown, Vega City, near my old gym, you can find the Eldwy Casino. A real haven for gamblers, fat cats, and for Team Dimension, too. Pay attention now, there's a hidden passage inside there, probably shielded by some grunts, leading down to Vega City's underground. When you'll be down there, it's up to your ingenuity and haunch skills to find their hideout, but I'm sure you'll get it done. Watch out, kid, though. The truth might be a tough pill to swallow. Saying that my dad might not be the same? The apple doesn't far fall from the tree, huh, Silver?